My area of inquiry is perspectives.
Portfolio, it's centered around issues in science.
We all are wearing clothing, but we also have this beautiful thing inside, which is our bodies.
My whole portfolio is mental health.
Why you don't make environments?
The theme of my portfolio, it's called Golden Ages, and it's about appreciating every phase of our life from birth to death.
My name is Solan Rodriguez. I'm a junior at Barnstable High School. My area of inquiry is perspectives, looking at a different point of view, especially at a hard time, because looking at a different perspective, you can have a different idea, and that's what's really important to me. Perspectives, there's so many different kinds of perspectives. There's fisheye, there's three-point perspective, there's so many different perspectives, and I wanted to incorporate a lot of them into my art. The poem, "O Captain, My Captain," if that's familiar to you, it talks about a perspective through a captain and how he passed away, and how his sailors were really they were really sad when he did because he's their captain. And it shows their perspective through their eyes as sailors. And that's what I really thought about making these pieces.
My name's Nick Ramos, and I'm a senior at Barnstable High School. For this piece up right here, it involved a lot of different materials. So for example, I used a laser cutter to cut out the frame of the piece, and then used polymer clay to sculpt on the mold on the pill bottles to sort of represent this uncertainty in medicine when we're facing issues like antibiotic resistance, for example. I'm very passionate about integrating art and science, both ways. I like to use scientific concepts as the basis for my art. A lot of times, especially with this portfolio, it's centered around issues in science. And on that flip side with science, I like to kind of bring an artistic eye to it and find different ways to convey scientific concepts through art.
Hi, my name is Lily Nguyen. I'm currently a senior at Barnstable High School. Fashion is my main focus, but I also like using ceramics. And even with fashion itself, you'd think it's just cloth, but I use a lot of different things like batting, which is cotton, and also wire to shape things. What the art means, my theme, which is we all are wearing clothing, but we also have this beautiful thing inside, which is our bodies. So that was really meaningful to me, that we focus on things that we already have than things we don't. So once I found the idea, it became much easier to kind of create the art itself. But I also struggled with originality. There's so much art in the world that I was scared that I would seem like someone else's work. But I think with a lot of well thought out processes and stuff like that, I was able to feel confident that this work is mine.
My name is Caleb Jones, and I'm a senior in high school. This one I even had to burn a little, and that was also a really interesting progress. It almost went up in flames, but it didn't, so here we are now. Having to show this to people, and it's just I really went through that, and that's a struggle. Even having to make some of them, it hurts to have to portray these, but it's real and it needed to be done. From young to the age I am now, I've been through a lot of mental health. I'm not from Cape Cod. I moved up from Georgia, so that was also a big change for me. Leaving my parents, my mom down there to come live up here, start a new life, and just change everything. So it definitely means a lot to me because I've had people suffer with this. I've suffered from it myself. And there's always a way that you can, better yourself for the future and make yourself more happy. Your life doesn't always have to be sad.
Full name is Rodrigo Silva de Maros. I'm a senior in Barnstable High School. In August, my sister was born, so I would dream because I really want to become a brother. When she was born, I just got my art feelings kind of up, and I just want to kind of draw more just because she gave me a restart in me. Do this for love. major part was environments. Since I remember when my dad advised me to kind of, because he saw me drawing a lot, the major part I would just draw characters, try to draw a little bit of anatomy, and he just said, why you don't make environments? I'm still learning how to draw, how to make stuff, but I really feel satisfied with my progress.
My name's Ava Shea, and I'm a senior at Barnstable High School. Usually I do portraiture of people. This is a self-portrait, and this is my younger sister.
Oh, your younger sister, you look a lot like.
Yeah, yeah. The theme of my portfolio, it's called Golden Ages, and it's about appreciating every phase of our life from birth to death. And it's about the fact that getting older doesn't always have to be a sad thing, and we should enjoy just our everyday tasks.
I think it's really cool because I've gotten a lot of different reactions to my art and amazing feedback from just strangers to people I know. So it's really cool getting community feedback. I've heard it beautiful all the way to disturbing. So I think art is really successful when it elicits some sort of emotional response. So I think makes the process much easier when you know what it's intended for to convey a certain response.
I've always just drawn in my sketchbook and kept it to myself, but then I thought about the saying from Zen Koan where if the tree falls and no one was there to hear it, did it really happen? So it's the same thing with art, with self-expression. If no one else sees it, is it really existing, and am I sharing something I want to share? So I feel the same way with sharing the art here.
Even I felt struggle sometimes with the art, I really feel glad that I made it.
For example, the classroom one, that was our classroom in our AP Studio art class. And I want to show my perspective as a high school student at Barnstable High School. So that way someone else can see, oh cool, this is what this girl is doing in her AP Studio art class.
So it's actually inspired by my grandfather. He lived to be 86 years old, and he literally enjoyed every single day. And I feel like a lot of people, as they get older, they start to lose that enjoyment of life, but he really never did, and that's something I carry with me every day, honestly, and I just hope to embody that myself, and I hope to show other people that they can too.
Spent a lot of time thinking about my pieces before making them, thinking about different ways I can connect people together, because my whole portfolio is mental health and something that we all go through, so I want to make sure that I can connect with people, and especially when my stuff is out, where people can view it, people can relate to it.